Breaking news. The United States has deployed 12 fifth-generation F-22 Raptor fighters to Poland. The U.S. Air Force has deployed 12 U.S. F-22 Raptor fifth-generation fighters to Poland to reinforce NATO's mission in the region and protect the alliance's eastern flank. This became known on August 23, during a briefing at the 32nd Tactical Air Base in the city of Lask, where American aircraft are deployed. According to the commander of the 90th Expeditionary Fighter Squadron of the U.S. Air Force, Michael Kendall, 12 aircraft do not participate in daily flights, but regularly appear in European airspace. According to him, training flights have recently taken place over Slovakia, Estonia, the coast of the Baltic Sea, flights to Germany and to the south of Europe. The basis of our mission in Poland and on the eastern flank is the joint exercises and training of our partners. The purpose of these actions is to protect European NATO countries, Kendall said. At the base in Lask, in addition to 12 fighters, about 300 representatives of the U.S. Air Force are now deployed. The arrival of F-22 aircraft at the Polish base means only one thing: our U.S. ally is very serious about strengthening the eastern flank of NATO in accordance with the decisions of the NATO summit in Madrid, said the commander of the 32nd Tactical Air Base, Colonel Piotr Ostruk. He clarified that joint flights and exercises are carried out from the air base. Round-the-clock duty is carried out in full combat readiness. As Ostruk noted, earlier F-22 Raptor aircraft were used only to protect the territory of the United States, with the exception of their combat use in Syria. Sending them to Poland for the first time allows us to learn the technology and perform tasks together, as well as adapt more quickly to the future adoption of more technically advanced F-35 aircraft, he said. According to a source, the transfer of F-22 Raptor aircraft to Poland was NATO's response to 3 MiG-31s with Kinzhal missiles redeployed to the Kaliningrad region for round-the-clock combat duty. According to the Russian Ministry of Defense, the Kinzhal hypersonic aviation missile system is a modern type of offensive and defense purpose, which has no analogues in the world. The Kinzhal missile flies 10 times faster than the speed of sound and is invisible to missile defense systems, the Russian military department said. Also, according to the assurances of retired Russian Air Force Major General Vladimir Popov, the Kinzhal missiles have already proven their combat effectiveness during the special military operation of the Russian armed forces in Ukraine. They were used in high-precision strikes against ammunition depots of the armed forces of Ukraine in the Ivano-Frankivsk and Odessa regions, and also destroyed the military infrastructure of the Ukrainian army in the Vinnytsia region. In the Kaliningrad region, 3 MiG-31 fighters with such missiles on board will be a powerful deterrent for NATO ships, which are increasingly asserting their presence in the Baltic Sea. MiG-31s also serve in the north, control the coast of the Arctic Ocean. Now, from the Kaliningrad airfield, all targets will become closer, right up to the English Channel and to the outskirts of the Atlantic Ocean. Thus, with the help of the Kinzhal, it is possible to control the situation in the Baltic Sea and keep in sight even destroyers, even aircraft carrier strike groups, said Vasily Dandikin, a military expert, captain of the first rank of the reserve. It should be reminded that 3 NATO landing ships arrived in Lithuanian ports earlier. In addition, the Arleigh Burke-class guided missile destroyer USS Paul Ignatius arrived in Tallinn, Estonia. These ships arrived in the ports of the Baltic countries after a 2-week bilateral exercise, together with the Finnish armed forces, near the Finnish archipelago and in the Hanko region. On the eve of the Ministry of Defense of Lithuania reported that the flagship of the U.S. Marine Corps Expeditionary Force USS Kearsarge arrived in the port of Klaipėda. This visit symbolized the unity of the U.S. and NATO countries.